Hello everyone. Today we will study about the in-plant handling of the coal. In generally steam power plant or the steam thermal power plant, there is a coal handling is a very important task for handling the coal right from the unloading or right from the mining of the coal to the up to the feeding to the furnace for the burning purposes. As large power station, it is not possible to handle the large quantity of coal manually, so therefore the some mechanical systems can be introduced to the plant for the easy and smooth operation and better control. So the coal handling starts at a discharge end of the carrier system, roll, head and harbor, and passes through the various stages such as delivery to storage, reclamation and feeding to the combustion system. So as we know that outplant right from the mining there will be the transportation for the handling. Outplant handling can be called as transportation, right? Like railways, like shipping, like by trucks, like piping. These are the carriers or transportation for the handling up to the thermal power plants, and that starting from the thermal power plants the in-plant handling of the coal starts, that is storage, because as we know that for the up to the 500 megawatt system or steam power plant required standby units of the coal, means coal storage is also there important as per the handling is concerned. So we will see the starting from the unloading by road, rail or shipped. All three purposes we can see by the coal delivery. So by this start from the unloading equipments where we can use the car shakers, rotary car dumpers, unloading towers and bridges, or self unloading boats, lift trucks, cranes, buckets. So all these are for the unloading the equipment. After the unloading there will be the preparing for the equipment or preparing the proper size of the coal for the burning purposes. So preparing equipment will be your maybe your crushers, sizers, dryers, because we know that the actual the coal from the mining carries the dust particles, it unburnt particles, solid particles and the moisture. So this should be removed, and the large quantity or large in mass the coals are also the mass does not required in large quantity or in a high quantity. So there are the crushers, sizers and dryers for the particular for the preparation of the coal. After that there is a transformation from the that particular unloading site to the storage site. So the from the unloading site to storage site there will be your belt conveyor, screw conveyor, bucket elevators, skip hoist, flight conveyors. These are the types of the conveyors which we can be used for the transportation purposes. Generally the belt conveyor and screw conveyors are very much easier for the transportation of the coal from the unloading site to the storage site. So storage maybe you can done the coal storage in the bulldozers, scrapper, tramways, cranes and conveyors and systems. So storage may be on the open space also. You can store the fuel that is coal. So the again one thing is a covered storage also there. Beans, bunkers, indicators, gates and values, some equipments which are used for the coal transfer, that may be used for the covered storage of the equipment. And after cover storage there will be the weighing of the coal, that is with the help of scale, coal meters and samplers, because size of the coal particle should be minimized or should be pulverized so that it should completely burn when it will it feeded to the furnace. Means our motive is the furnace having complete burning of the coal for the high rate capacity. So the in-plant coal handling system should be designed in such a way that the in-plant transportation should be minimum. Means one of the thing we should keep in mind that the in-plant transportation should be minimum. So the following points are important while designing the coal handling plant. So some of them I will study here. The handling method should be simple and sound and required minimum operation and transport. means right from the unloading up to the feeding to the furnace. It should require minimum operations of the transportation and the handling of that particular coal. There should not be a double handling of the coal in the plant, means same coal should not be handled double. The handling unit should be centralized to facilitate inspection and maintenance. The all should equipment which we are going to be use or which we are using in the coal handling system should be centralized for the easy maintenance and easy inspection purposes. And the electrical motor should be used as a prime movers much as possible, as they are reliable, flexible, and with high residual values. Working parts should be enclosed to avoid abrasion and corrosions. So these are the some important points regarding the coal handling plant. You can see here right from the unloading to the up to the feeding to the furnace. So this is all about your coal handling system. Thank you.